Hey guys, it's Rex the reviewer here today, once again doing another review for you. Today I'm doing a slightly different review. I've it, I've got a friend who's reading this book about how to make men fall in love with you. And when she told me about this book, I found it a little bit strange and kind of was wondering what she was talking about. And she was like, "You've got to do this review about this book. It's really interesting. It looks into psychology and all kinds of things." And my initial reaction was, "Look, I don't want to be doing a review of something that's helping women trick men, so to speak." And then she kind of pointed out that a while back I had done a review of another book, Dating Advice for Men, and she was like, "Surely you can do this for the women out there." So I thought, okay, fair enough. I'm impartial and I like to be fair, so why not? So I had a read of the book myself, had a quick look at it to see what it was all about, and I've got to say it's not what I originally thought it was. It does touch on psychology and it does look into a few different things that you guys would find interesting, I would think. First of all, it's by a best-selling author called Claire Casey, and a relationship guru, Michael Fiore. And between them, they think they've come up with the answer of how to make a man and woman compatible for each other and how to find the right person for yourself. So it gives a perspective from a man's point of view and from a woman's point of view. And it also gives reasons as to why sometimes men and women clash and why they have such different points of view and how you guys can get around that and what to look for when you're looking for a man in a relationship and how to, I suppose, when you have different opinions, how to show that you understand or he understands and how to let him know that situations don't have to be a specific way and things can be altered, things can be changed. It does, like as I say, it goes into a lot of psychology. I'm going to put a link underneath for you guys to click on, so as always, so you can go onto the page yourselves and have a look yourselves. The initial page it comes up with is this here, and it plays this presentation. Obviously you can watch the presentation and let it carry on and then go through onto the cart if you want to go ahead and get it, but there is a link here if you click on learn more, and then it opens up this page here, which is a report by Michael Fiore, which is probably worth a read as well. And if you just obviously read through, have a look, I'm sure you ladies will find that interesting. And then you've got the products that he's selling here, and what comes with it and everything like that, and about this information product. You can add it to the cart. It's called Capture His Heart, and Claire Casey and Michael Fiore, I think they really they spent a lot of time on this. I think you can tell that from the moment you go into it. I'll just leave it here for now, and just let you know what came up from what I saw. The program was developed for women who find themselves in a cycle of disappointing relationships, and this book, it analyzes psychological dynamics and the fundamental differences between men and women. The program gives single women all the information they need to try and find Mr. Right, I guess, and try and keep him around. But it talks about how relationships fail and where women go wrong, where men go wrong, and how you can try and get around that, and how you can try and stop that situation before it even arises if you do find someone you're interested in. Casey and Fiore, they seem to make a good team in this book, and they develop the program based on the premise that women continually make key mistakes when trying to get the commitment of a man. And it identifies and analyzes these important missteps, and it gives women the knowledge they need to, I suppose, kind of stop making those mistakes. If you ladies read this and think, "Oh, actually I do make these mistakes," then you'll probably find that this book is for you. Obviously there'll be women out there that don't agree with that and they'll think I don't make these mistakes, and they may not find the book useful, but I suppose until you read it you wouldn't know. But from what they put together, there's a lot of stuff in there that does make sense, but there's also obviously mistakes that men make, and that's something that necessarily women can't control. So it doesn't really address that issue, but it does try to say about how to getting around the mistakes that men make before they get to that point, because you can see it coming, kind of thing. That's the kind of psychological approach they try to take. It provides like solutions to choosing the right man and keeping him around. for long-lasting relationships, really. I mean, from another thing that I've seen in the book as well, they say many relationships go astray because men and women view things differently, and a lot of it is vastly different. But from Casey's female perspective, combined with Fio's male viewpoint, it provides a balanced outlook, I would say, and it is a pretty good book. They claim that women will learn exactly what men are looking for and what qualities in women make them stick around. It does have some interesting points. I wouldn't say I agree with all the book, and I wouldn't say it necessarily it's going to work for every woman with every man that she meets, because people are different. But in terms of an initial approach and how you'd say the psychological factors in a relationship work, it's got some valid points. So it's definitely something to check out. As I say, I'll leave the link to this page at the bottom of this video. If you guys have a click on it, have a look, read up here, possibly buy the book, have a look at it, and see if it works out for you guys. Once again, I'm Rex the Reviewer, and thank you for tuning in.